probably the sloppiest fish catch of my life. I can't, you guys hear me talk about it all the time. As far as high speed reels, look how fat and healthy that fish is. That's why I don't like them. Just, when you need to turn the handle, you just can't, because there's no torque behind it. Got me all wrapped up in the stuff, and if it would have been a big one, I would have went to him, but I knew he wasn't that big. Here's the deal. I've been out here 3-4 hours, something like that, and this time of year, bait is key. You know, a lot of times down here in Florida, bait really doesn't make that big of a difference, especially, you know, in and around the spawn and things. I mean, it helps, obviously, but this time of year, these fish are solely keyed in on bait. And when I say bait, you have some bluegill fish, but primarily now the bluegill spawn's over. They're really looking for shad. Came through this area yesterday and just saw tons and tons of shad. Kind of came through here a little bit earlier. Same thing, saw bait, but no fish, no activity, didn't get any bites left. Kind of was making a drift down here, was really getting ready to go in, and just got overcast, rainy, windy, and saw the bait and just knew there had to be some fish around. Well, finally started hearing some blow-ups and things. Some of them I thought might have been tilapia, but then some of them sounded too much like bass. And kind of what I'm dealing with right now is, I think a lot of these fish have been pressured. I think somebody's been beating up on this particular area, on this group of fish. These fish are very smart. I'm 4 jackhammer chatterbaits down, broken off and got snagged throughout the entire day. They won't eat a trap. They won't eat a fluke. They won't eat. They're just very pressured, I believe. I mean, they're acting very smart and finicky. So that spook's a good deal because you can work it quick and they don't get a good look at it. That particular fish I caught, I'm sure I didn't put it in the video, but that was her 4th time eating it, and I just finally hooked her, or him, whatever it was. So there's definitely some more fish around here. Now the sun's probably going to pop out and ruin the whole thing, but we're just going to kind of hang out in here and listen and see if we can't get on a wad of them and see if we can't get lucky and get a big one. But I was throwing a spook before, my typical, that orange belly one, and they wouldn't touch it. I went to a chrome, and she got it. So dealing with tricky fish, but looks like there's some blowing up over here too, so we'll see what we can do. Gotta love Okeechobee. Nothing big, but they're here. Pretty fish. See if we can't catch some more. got bait, fish, you name it, we got it here. It's just waiting for them to want to feed. There they are. Oh, I got them. Two at a time, baby. Two at a time. It's my third. Oh, one came off. I lost my spook. But I don't want to move the boat because I'm in a good position right here. So I just went to this arc pencil popper. And when it floats, you know, it does a really good job at floating perfectly level. So the whole bait's in the water. It's not floating up and down. Gives it a good side profile, but fat fish. Call him a shot. Oh, look at him behind it like bluefish. Got him. I think I got two again. Yep. It's every cast, two at a time. I think one of them come off. I had two on there. Yeah. They're going to straighten these hooks out. Look how fat they are. There we go. Not giants, but this time of year, you guys always hear me talking about timing. Timing's everything when it comes to shad fish, I'm telling you, because when you find a giant congregation of shad like this, a lot of times there is a giant congregation of fish with them, but they don't have to be opportunistic feeders anymore. The bait's here. They can feed whenever they want, how much they want. You know, it's not like when you're dealing with bluegill fish where they're just waiting in ambush for a bluegill to mess up and come by their face and that's their chance to eat. These guys can turn on and turn off as quick or as many times throughout the day as they want. So, you know, I came through here, I wanted to kind of inspect it because I knew there had to be some fish around. And when I found this bait, I just settled down. The conditions got right. As you can tell, I mean, it's blowing. I'm not even sure how well you guys can hear me. It's overcast. The birds started working, things got right, and I was on the phone with Breezy, and I said, I gotta go. I'm hearing fish blow up, and I'm pretty sure they're bass. And I had already drifted and fished through here, but they just were not feeding, and you know, one thing turns into another, and you can start catching them. So even right now, it's not fast and furious. It's definitely not every cast, like I said, but it's every cast when they go to biting in these little windows. But these fish are have definitely been pressured. You know, I don't have any intention on saving them or anything. There's a ton of them here, but when you get a fresh wave of fish, they're dumb. All right, these fish are not dumb. They're definitely educated. They're boiling up under the bait a lot. So someone's been sitting on them, or probably a number of people have. So see how many we can catch before that hits us. I hate this reel. There's a lot of them there. You just trigger one to feed. They go for it. Ideally, I'd be catching these on a chatterbait or something, but they're all good ones. That way I don't have to deal with the treble hooks, but it is fun on the topwater. Look at that thing. Got him. 2. Going right through the stuff. God, they're pretty. Oh, these fish are so heavy for their size. It's crazy. He smoked it though. That's a better fish there. And you guys might ask, why am I holding my rod tip up? Why am I not trying to keep them down? There's so much junk under the water here. I think it's a big one. Jeez, gotta be. Stripping drag. Drag on this reel sucks. How big is it? Ain't that big, but it's a good one. Biggest one I've caught in a while. Got him. Barely had him too. On hook. Yeah. God, they're so strong. Look how pretty that damn fish is right there. Look at that. Pouring down rain behind us. But we got a donk. Pretty fish, man. That is awesome. See you later, girl. That was cool. She was kicking my ass. Finally got a big one. And she was peeling drag. I had this thing hammered. Look at this. Broke the front hook off. Broke the O-ring. Need to loosen the drag off. Look at them, like sharks or like bluefish. Look at this. Look at this. Got that one. Little guy, but that was such a cool lead. All they will eat is this topwater. Better than I thought. Yeah. Pretty. I think I got two. Alright. Not a big one, but what a cool lead. All these hooks are straight. Kelly won't answer the phone. Little guy, but he was fun. See, there was like 2 or 3 of them. All right, just so you guys know, I don't want any of you up north people to start criticizing my jerkbait here. We don't, not that it doesn't work down here on Okeechobee, but I don't jerkbait fish. I know I need a 6.5 or a 6'10" rod and -9 pound fluorocarbon and all that. And you gotta, I know you need a megabass and 110 or whatever the hell it's called. I ain't got that. So I'm gonna throw this on a 7.6 rattle trap rod with 20-pound fluoro. And I bet you they still eat it. For the record, that's my first time ever throwing one of these arc jerk baits. Throws pretty good. One gate it as soon as it hit the water. Never even reeled it. See, on Okeechobee when we jerk bait, when we jerk bait fish on Okeechobee, you don't have to jerk the jerk bait. They just eat it when it hits the water. That gives you an idea of what these fish are laying in. That's it. God, he's got me down in the junk. I can't get him out. He's so buried. Oh, well, it was 2 for 2, but that's gone. Oh, broke it off. All right. Fish come off, and he broke me off. That was Okeechobee jerkbait fishing right there. Not giants. They're fun. Probably gonna get ready to get out of here, honestly. Damn it. Alright guys, I'm sure I probably put it in the video, but I just broke off about a 4-pounder on that Topwater right here, and my lure, the fish come off, but my lure is stuck in this grass, so I'm gonna go get that. And I've also got a spook in this reed over here I'm gonna go get. But I'm done. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say you guys probably only got to see like 1/5 of the fish I caught, because I'm not gonna put every fish catch in this video. It would take me far too long, but it was you know, a fun afternoon. Caught a ton of fish. Only ended up catching one big one over 5 pounds. That one I just lost right there was probably 4, and I think I missed another good one or so. But when you catch as many fish as I just did, you definitely can't complain. It was a ton of fun. You guys can maybe still hear them. They're still blowing up like crazy all around me. But my ribs hurt. I'm ready to go in. These fish were not easy to catch. Let me put that out there too. I caught a lot, but I would have caught a lot more if these fish were fresh. I think people have been beating these up. You know, I'm not the first one to find them, so they're a little bit conditioned, but really only caught a couple on a worm, and the rest of them were on Topwater, I think, and that was just because they couldn't get a good look at the bait, so they were more prone to bite. But I don't know, ton of fish. I don't know how many I caught, and it was just a lot of fun. It was, you know, we ended up having beautiful conditions, overcast, breezy, rainy, and it was the conditions they should have been in. But that's, you know, this is what I like to do this time of year. When you get late in summer like this, you can find giant wads of fish like this all over the lake, and there's a lot more than people give it credit for. They're just not the easiest to find a lot of times, and they're not easy to catch. Look at them just going absolutely nuts up there. You know, me and Kelly spend a lot of time trying to find a lot of these fish for tournaments this time of year, because this is the toughest time of year on Lake Okeechobee. But you know, all these fish are very concentrated and they're very bait orientated. Is that how you say that word? I'm trying to use big vocabulary here, but either way, it was fun. I knew there was going to be a big pot of them around here somewhere when I saw all the bait, but these fish are going to continue to move as the wind blows the bait around. You know, these fish are not right here because this is an amazing spot. They're right here because there's a big concentration of shad here. So probably in 2 or 3 days, these fish will be a quarter mile, a mile away, who knows. But either way, it was super fun. Got to pull on some fish, but I'm tired. It's hot. I'm going to go home and put my feet up on the couch. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments below. My boat is a complete disaster, but I will see you guys on the next one. Tight lines, guys.